Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We're going to make lasagna today. Bismillah. This is Allergic Halal Foodie, and we have a neat way to make lasagna. Not the traditional way, because we all know that the traditional way is still good, but it can be long and maybe cumbersome, and we may not want to just do it. We don't have the time. So let's start with our halal beef. This is the halal beef I had, 85%, 15% fat, 85% lean. Just saute it, added some garlic and onion powder and some oregano leaves, and just make sure to brown your beef and cook it well. I like to add these seasonings because usually the pasta sauce or the marinara sauce will have its additional seasonings on it. And I also added some parsley. The parsley is never underappreciated. Definitely love parsley. As you can see, I put a very generous amount, but to each their own. You can season it how you would like. I like a lot of parsley in my meat, as well as the oregano and the garlic and onion powder. So the meat has been browned and it's cooked. I add the sauce, which is just basic marinara sauce, but this particular marinara sauce has some basil and additional seasoning in it as well. So I like to use this one, the tomato basil marinara sauce from Trader Joe's, but you can use any marinara sauce of your choice, inshallah. Looks about ready, but I'll let it simmer a little bit so that we can move on to the muffin tins. Yes, muffin tins. We're going to be using vegan wonton wraps because they do not have egg in them. And we're going to be using plant-based mozzarella. And then we're going to use our meat marinara sauce, as well as top it off with some Parmesan cheese. So this is how it goes. You just throw in to a muffin tin. I have these large muffin tin pans. So I have a large muffin tin pan, and you just throw in a wonton wrap and you layer it exactly how you would if it were a big lasagna that you were baking. So put the wonton wrap, put the beef marinara sauce, put the mozzarella, then start all over again. Next layer, wonton wrap, beef marinara, mozzarella. Well, we're using the dairy-free one. This one is found, I got this at Costco, but once again, any mozzarella that is vegan or dairy-free, egg-free, nut-free works for us here at Allergic Halal Foodie. And then you top off the final layer with just the marinara sauce. It's not like it's pre-baked, but I noticed that it just helped to soften it once we bake it. I like a lot of sauce, so I'm going to put a little bit more. I think that's good. And then what I like to do is grate some Parmesan. I like this Violife Parmesan wedge, but you can always get shredded Parmesan, vegan Parmesan. So this Violife vegan Parmesan wedge is super cool, and it shreds and grates just like dairy Parmesan, and it tastes really good. It tastes just like dairy. They did a really good job. I'm very impressed with them. So just for the authentic feel of fresh grated Parmesan, I grated the vegan Parmesan wedge, threw it on top, and that was the final piece for that particular muffin. This one I want to try, what would it be like with spinach in it? Sometimes I like spinach in my lasagna, so this one's going to be a mini spinach lasagna. The others are all the same, just the meat marinara without spinach, and we're just going to repeat that process all over again. Layer wonton wrap, meat marinara, vegan mozzarella, wonton wrap. Depending on how many layers you want, I went with two layers, so I ended up using 3 wonton wraps each muffin tin spot. This is it in the oven. Cheese melts really nicely, especially the Violife vegan Parmesan cheese that we topped it off with. It melts pretty nicely. I think I put a little bit more extra cheese on the 2 left ones just to try it out and see what it'll look like. And this is what they look like when they were pretty much cooled. Pretty non-stick. I didn't even grease the pan. I didn't have to line it. I didn't have to grease it. They came out pretty easily. As you can see, even with the spoon, they were not sticking at all. So super good. I don't know if I waited long enough, but they came out really easily. And it's a nice mini lasagna. The layer is pretty thick. I have a deep, large muffin pan. I think they're for large muffins, but 6 mini muffins, mini lasagnas, easy, quick, tasty. One had spinach in it. You can't even tell which one had it. One had extra cheese, 2 had extra cheese on top, but nonetheless, it was super quick, super easy, super delicious, and inshallah, you will try it. I was really impressed with the wonton wraps. You can't tell that it's not actual pasta lasagna sheets the traditional way, so I was very happy with that, pleasantly surprised. Cleanup was easy as well. That's always important. Until the next video, inshallah, conscientiously love what you eat.